Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wasteland Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, because Shane is not here.
Here I am. It's Shane.
Shane's grounded as fuck.
I have 3 guests this time.
Wow.
Which is the most ever, but doesn't really mean much because Shane's not here. So it's just normal amount of 4 people. So first, let's do Kristin first. Kristin's here.
Oh god. Hi, it's me. I have a mouthful of pizza.
And Val's here too.
Hello. It's me.
And then lastly, I have everyone's fan favorite, Jeremiah.
Woo! Yeah.
Hello. We totally talked over him.
Sorry, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I wooed over you.
We straight up just ruined your introduction.
Jeremiah's also got a mouthful of pizza right now, so.
Pizza and wine.
Delicious.
So I hope everyone can hear the lip smacking. Jeremiah, if you get really close while you.
No.
All right.
ASMR.
So Shane's not here because he is in double trouble. And what
Big
I mean
time.
is he got grounded, and we're not gonna say why he got grounded.
What? We're not?
No, because he's gonna talk about it when he comes back.
Okay.
So that's like a teaser for the
But
fans.
just so you know, if the rat is out listening, we're on to you. We will find you.
All right, let's not talk about rats right now.
We have
But he's
rat
also, but he's
poison.
he's in detention. So he got detention today too. But do you guys know why? Don't say if you actually know.
Wait, I know it.
Okay,
No, I don't know.
if you actually know, then don't say it, because I know the real answer now. I didn't know, now I know. So does anyone want to guess why Shane's in detention?
He skipped school. He skipped PE class.
Wait, why would
Wait.
you assume that?
I want to guess.
I don't know.
All right, Val, what do you want to guess?
He blew his horn so loud that the whole school was interrupted.
I want to say, similar to Val's answer, that maybe a teacher was talking and he wouldn't quit blowing the horn, in response.
I could see him doing that.
I could definitely see him doing that.
What horn are we talking about?
His French horn.
His horn.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know.
It's not French
What
horn. What is
horn?
it?
I don't know.
It's
a baritone.
baritone, yeah.
He's got a baritone. He played it. There's a video of it. He played it on the podcast. He played us a
Not
song.
an innuendo.
The song
the
went.
word?
But I was thinking maybe he was texting too much, or maybe he was late too much. But the real answer is
He shattered his paraphernalia in the bathroom.
Oh,
no.
No, I'm
snap.
just kidding.
His real answer, the real answer, what he really did, was he lifted a freshman up and stuffed him in a trash can.
Oh my god.
Shame.
Which is why he's not on. He got in trouble and he got
What?
detention. That's
What
not
was-
why he's grounded. He was already grounded.
Yeah.
But then he took his frustration out on a little 15-year-old boy.
What do we
Shame.
know about the freshman?
Yeah, why
What
did he
know?
do that?
We don't know
freshman
anything.
A little punk? Is it the
What
rat?
was the motive?
Was it the rat?
The motive is he's a senior and that kid's a freshman. I'm pretty sure the
Wow.
motive was just asserting
what?
dominance.
I was gonna commend him for that, but if that's the only reason,
Well, I don't know. Maybe the freshman was mouthing off. I don't know. But we'll have him on to defend himself. I literally can't get a hold of him to talk to him.
Damn.
As in, I tried talking in the group chat 2 times, and he replied once.
No,
bet-
he did.
Wow.
He sent one message this morning about should he get a nose ring or an eyebrow ring.
Yeah.
And that was the first thing I saw when I opened my eyes this morning, and I was like, I don't.
Shame.
I have no clue.
and
Shut
then
up.
go
Yeah.
to alternative school.
He's gonna have to at this rate.
Punk
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah, one more
He may
trip
get
up.
A grades on his calculus tests, but he's still a pretty bad kid.
Yeah, boy. Do you know that in
His grades won't matter.
juvie, the food is so bad you have to put 8 packets of hot sauce on anything for it to
Val, you
taste
gonna tell us
good?
more about prison
They're
snacks?
allowed to have
Yeah.
hot sauce.
I think
The
so.
one true good thing that we have left.
Well, I mean, hot sauce is kind of
They have mustard
cheap.
too.
Cheap.
Wow.
Was
Thank
it
you.
Dijon?
It is not Dijon.
It's just yellow. Or is
Honestly,
it
when we
not
were talking
yellow?
about Shane,
It's
it
like-
It's
reminded
like the
me-
McDonald's mustard packets.
What were you saying about Shane?
when we were talking about Shane being a little misfit, it reminded me of all of the people in my high school and middle school that You remember like those people that just like did stuff to like stir up some drama?
Give me
like...
some examples.
Okay, so here's an example. I really want to say his name. You know what? I'm
Don't
gonna
say his name.
No,
Say his name.
I want to
Say
say
his
his
Why do you keep
name.
outing people on
Come
that?
on. It's Griffin Babb.
Oh my
if you're
God.
listening, Griffin Babb, you disgust me.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
In the 7th grade,
the Wasteland
there was-
Podcast does not endorse any of the comments by Kristin, just so
yes,
everyone
we
knows.
do. Yes, it does.
Say the story.
And you know what?
This is the dream.
Griffin Babb, 7th grade. There was a mystery poop smearer.
I was going to say turd, so...
Well, I mean, in the boys' bathrooms, no matter which one, we had one upstairs and one downstairs,
Yeah.
and every other day it was a different bathroom that poop would be smeared all over the walls, all over the stalls. Who thinks to do that other than Griffin Babb? And he finally got caught after like a week or so.
Damn.
Smearing poopy?
Yeah,
The
I mean,
poop bandit.
do you guys ever just look at, never, I'm not
Poop?
gonna finish that.
You ever just want to touch some shit?
I mean, who thinks to do
I'm
that?
gonna get
It's
my
so
hands
gross.
on that shit.
I mean, if he did it for a week, you'd think he'd bring gloves at some point.
No, he
I
liked
don't
the
think he
texture.
cared. I don't think he had any remorse either.
Maybe it's kind of like a pyromaniac, but like a poopomaniac.
Yeah, I mean, there was also my first year at SIUE. There was a person pooping in the washing machines. Like, I'm not even kidding. There was like a poopomaniac. Like,
See,
It's
I
the
think
same
it's like
guy.
a mental thing.
I might be Griffin Babb following me.
Might be the same
Griffin
guy.
Babb.
Oh my gosh.
Shitting in people's clothes now.
He's just trying to get your attention. He's following you around.
Only
This
for
is-
me
this-
to out him.
How will she know it's me?
Okay,
I've got it.
Wait, what was the
Shit's
point
in the washing
of
machine.
bringing up Griffin Babb? Are we talking about like people we throw in trash cans? Because I got a list.
I
People
mean,
who-
I was just I just remembered people like Shane,
Shane is equal to people who touch their own poop and rub it on walls and stuff.
Not what I meant.
I mean, he is a little shit in his own right for terrorizing some kid, but
That's not even that scary. I've had people do that.
Wait, so how did
Stuffed
you
in
find
trash
out
can?
why
Yeah.
he got?
you saying you want Shane to stuff you in a trash can?
Detention.
No, it's just not scary. It's like you can
No,
get
it's-
out.
It's not scary, no, but it's just demoralizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah, how did you find out?
We're pro bullying. Oh well, a little birdie told me.
Who?
A little bird.
The difference between men and women. We like to out people.
Yeah, why don't you like spell it out in sign language or something?
I
Give me a blink.
don't know how. I
A
don't know how
blink
to.
is for A.
No,
I'm just
for
kidding.
every letter.
Come on.
I don't know if
Imagine
I don't think
blinking
it's a bad
26
thing.
times to get Z.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say this.
Zach.
I'll say this. Shane told the boss, and boss told someone, and that someone told me. So there you go.
Okay.
Oh.
Got it.
Through the grapevine.
I
But
bet
yeah.
I know who it is.
That's why. But that's why you got detention. I literally thought it was because he was like lazy or something. I could not see him stuffing someone in a trash can, but now that's really funny.
No, that's like imagining a big stuffed teddy bear, like, shoving, he's such a teddy bear to me. I can't imagine him shoving someone in a trash can. I could cry just thinking about it.
I could imagine him shoving a certain someone in the trash can.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna name who.
I was gonna say like,
But
I've
we
seen
all
him
know who.
definitely get pissed.
But we all know.
But I'm not gonna say who. But the listeners don't know, so we'll just move right on. We'll just move right on after that one. But have you guys ever been in detention or anything like that?
Yep. The example that I gave earlier that I will not
You
repeat
smeared
was
poop on the
no.
walls? How'd you get detention?
I outed Griffin Babb, but I don't want to out myself on the air.
You- What's the difference? What'd you do?
Okay, whatever. We'll just say it. I've been to rehab. Literally. No, I literally have. I was
The
Oh,
story
I didn't-
is so stupid.
I didn't know we were going.
Well, not
okay.
the story, but just what happened to you.
All right.
What happened?
Here's about the time I went to rehab.
Okay.
Amy Winehouse actually wrote her song about me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We were friends. Anyway, I was.
These ladies
I
are
was-
drinking wine and they think.
Oh, I've had 3 sips and I'm magically funny.
It's fine.
Okay, anyway, so I was like 14 years old, I think. And I was like, I thought weed was cool and like,
Yeah, you thought it was cool, but it's actually for fools.
Yes, thank you for that rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
I had my paraphernalia with me.
And it exploded in the bathroom.
Basically, yeah, it shattered all over the floor. And then my principal called me in and he was like, do I even need to test this? And I was like, nah.
Nah, brah, you're good.
Nah, brah. Like, it's all
chill.
good, 420. And he was like, okay, well, the way I see it, you have two options. A, be expelled. B, go to Chestnut Health Center and go to rehab and get yourself fixed. So you don't have to go to alternative school.
For weed?
And you have to be suspended for 5 days out of school, which was the
bunch of
best
weed
5 days of my life.
How high did you get during those 5 days?
No, because I had to be drug tested at Chestnut Health Center. So,
I'm
I'm thankful for that part of my life because if I didn't have that, I probably would have turned into a really bad kid.
like Shane.
Yeah. Throwing people in the trash can was just the next move for me.
Well, didn't rehab teach you about all the real drugs?
Yeah, it did actually. There's some crazies in there.
You got some connections for later.
I also just want you to know that because I wasn't old enough to take myself to rehab, my stepdad drove me to rehab every day, and I would play every day. They try to make me go to rehab.
Yes. Very, very serious of you. The idea of a 14-year-old going to rehab for weed
Is dumb.
absolutely insane.
Yes, I know. I was
Especially a first-time offense.
exactly. I was like, I don't belong here.
Yeah, no.
There's people that
No,
look
but-
way worse than me.
crazy.
But that's why they did it, though. They did it to try to scare you away from it, I think.
Were you in the Midwest?
Oh, it definitely worked though. That's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
like the next step was not gonna look good for me if I didn't go to rehab.
Right. You really think that?
I really do.
Okay, well.
I grew up in small town America, where the meth is real, and the coke is out there.
I don't think that people who smoke weed are gonna instantly jump to coke and meth. But
No, I agree. But like that's the trajectory I was at. I was just kind of like, I'm gonna do damaging
party
things to me
Yeah.
and everyone else.
I think the way it is like people see that like everyone who does like meth or whatever also smokes weed, but it's not everyone who does weed also smokes meth is the problem.
That's true.
That is the problem.
Everyone smokes weed, and some people also do meth.
Everyone.
Yeah, I don't really smoke weed, so I'm just saying that. But who else got detention?
Val?
One time my friends got detention, so I joined them.
All right, that's the most Val answer ever in the whole world.
But I didn't technically get written the detention.
But what did you do in there?
I just hung out with my homies.
Okay, I don't. That's not the point.
I also have a lesser offense. Not to keep talking about myself.
Go ahead.
Okay, basically, this girl sucks, and she copied my homework that was in my backpack right before we had to turn it in without me knowing or realizing. Don't ask me how I didn't realize, but I didn't. And turned it in, wrote her name on it, and this was the worst teacher to do that to. Mr.
You
Mortensen.
both got in trouble?
Yep. He was
Yep.
like, you let her cheat.
I would slit her throat.
I mean, I almost did. That was my next step.
If you would have been smoking weed.
If you
Yes.
were smoking weed, you would have slit that person's throat.
Thankfully, I went to rehab.
I cheated off a girl's paper verbatim once, and then the teacher wrote 0. You copied off of and wrote her name, and I was like, "You got me. You were right." So
But you wrote her name in the paper?
no, she wrote her name on my paper. She wrote, "You copied off it." Instead of talking to me about it like a human, she just wrote on it instead of putting a frowny face and being disappointed. She wrote "You literally copied this person."
Oh my god.
And then I was like, I guess I don't have to go talk to her about this. She knows, so I'm just gonna take the L on this one. Because I did. I literally was just copying her. So, but it never pays to cheat.
Unless...
No.
Okay.
I'm
just kidding.
I would get detention sometimes because I would be texting in class too. That's because school is boring as fuck.
Yeah, retweet.
So I was
100%.
texting all the time.
Triple retweet.
But I'll say this: texting, or no, not texting.
Oh no.
Detention kind of makes sense. At my school, you had to like sit with like these walls in between everyone, and all you could do is look at your homework. And I had in-school suspension before, where they just give you the homework and you don't have a teacher, and you're like, oh,
So much better.
now I don't. Yeah,
So much better.
you get work done really fast, and then you sit and text, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
But being suspended, I don't understand what is the consequence of that. Isn't that what you want to do? Like if you're going down, you might as well go down
No, yeah.
and get
I felt
suspended
like
for it.
instead of like 5 snow days, I just had like 5 summer days off of school.
Yeah.
And it was great. And I loved every second, minus rehab.
Minus the rehab part.
Wait,
Did
did
you-
you?
What do you have to do in rehab? Was it just like the
It was
the
a lot
sitting
of-
circle, or
It was a lot of this lady like counseling me and being like, interesting. And she'd write stuff in her little notebook. And I knew she was writing like negative stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
And she would then be like, do you need to pee? And then I'd be like, sure. And then if I said no, she'd give me water. So I had to pee
Yeah.
at some point in the day. And then she would literally go into the stall with me,
Oh no.
watch me pee
No.
into a cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
How intrusive.
they do that for like bus drivers.
They
Yep.
have to do it.
Yeah.
No shame. And that's basically rehab. Yeah, I didn't have to interact with anyone else. I just saw a lot of weird people in the hallways.
Oh well, that's good. You didn't sit
Yeah.
in a circle and tell everyone who you were. And...
Where I live and
No.
you know?
You just say like, "My name is Kristin.
Oh yeah.
I
No,
smoked weed 1 or 2 times."
I'm sure if I was like older, I probably would have had to do that. But since I was 14, I guess they spared me.
Yeah. Yeah, because kids are bullies to each other. They stuff each other in trash cans and shit like that.
Yeah, true. But also, like, what 14-year-old would want to sit in a group of like 30, 40-year-olds that like I have nothing in common with?
Yeah, that would be demoralizing for literally everyone. And then everyone would just want to do drugs more.
Yep.
So,
It's a pretty backward system. I
But
mean,
did
we could say that about everything.
anyone
in
get
America.
bullied? Anyone get bullied by seniors when they were freshmen or other times in their life?
Oh my god. Yes. Okay, I have a story. I
Okay.
was like walking. Okay, I was super shy. Like hide in the corner of the classroom shy. Okay? And I was like walking on the in the cafeteria and I literally slipped on a banana peel right in front of the senior table. It was horrifying,
Oh
and
my
I
God.
fell,
Hilarious.
and I stood up, and the whole senior table was laughing at me and pointing. It was horrifying.
You were the inspiration behind Mario Kart Bananas.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Wow.
Do you think they put that there on purpose?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Because I could see myself doing that as a senior, throwing banana peels on the floor.
But if I did that, I would also whip out, like, I would have a little turtle shell to throw, too.
Okay.
You know?
Mario Kart
Spice it up.
references.
Just whip it live
Just
turtle.
throw a
somewhere
turtle
on the
at
outside.
Yeah, not
That-
one
that was
motherfucker
a-
asked me if I was okay.
Oh, that's
No,
so sad.
you were fine. Oh my gosh. You got up.
My
No.
pride was
Did you drop
very
all- Did
hurt.
you drop all
My
your food?
I wasn't carrying food.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God.
That would have been even better if you, like, all the food fell on top of
Wow.
you. Yeah, you would have just cried and died.
I didn't get bullied in high school, but I got bullied in, like, 6th grade because this new girl was just awful. And I used to wear, you know, you wear granny panties in 6th grade. Don't even tell me you don't.
I remember
Tyler, I know you're wearing granny panties.
right now.
No, and they had like cupcakes on them, and I specifically remember her lifting up my underwear in the middle of lunch, like literally like wedgie style, and she's like, "Kristen's got cupcakes," like over and over again. And then also, I used to have issues with blowing my nose, and I just never did it. And so you know, I'd always have a little something in there. And she would always, like, every class I was in with her, she'd bring tissues and just, like, throw them
Wow.
at me one by one.
She's like the ultimate bully.
She is. She was.
Sixth grade was a nightmare
I agree.
6th grade.
for everyone.
I liked my 6th grade.
Whoa.
You suck.
Wow.
Wow.
I was homeschooled.
I'm just kidding. I'm happy. for
Jeremiah
you.
was homeschooled.
So I don't relate to this
He
at
got
all.
bullied by his mom all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
His mom.
What
his
is
mom's
homeschooling like?
His mom had to give
Yeah.
him the normal experience, so she
It's
bullied him.
like, you know, all the time you spend with your parents as a kid, just double that.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Did they teach you art?
Kind of. My dad was always into art.
Was it part of the class, though?
No, he
Okay.
worked full time. So my mom would like get a textbook and just let me read through it, and
Oh.
then I'd do whatever. But
Well,
then
that's cool.
he'd come home and he'd do something really cool. I'm just like doodling.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a different way to teach someone, but I mean, that's pretty cool still.
Hey, this is totally unrelated. You know that guy Sam? That's James's friend.
Yeah,
What's his last name?
Folsom.
Did you hear about his American Ninja Warrior
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah,
We plan to have him
Oh,
on,
yeah.
apparently.
Oh my gosh, let's go see him.
I saw that too.
I
Nice.
went and worked out with him last night.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
At the Ninja Gym?
Yeah, they're tight.
How is that? Like, I feel like that'd be a good workout.
I am incredibly sore, so yeah.
I feel like upper body mostly, though.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, they
Yeah.
have. It's really funny because they have like Superman upper bodies, and their legs are all like toothpicks because
Yeah.
they don't have to do anything with their legs.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like upper body. It's like wow, that's like the optimal man, and then lower body, it's like wow,
Wouldn't you want
like,
somewhat good lower body, though? Wouldn't that give you an advantage?
that would help them a lot, honestly.
Do they just not work out outside of doing that stuff, or?
So it's
I mean,
like
that's
the
how
best
they
way
work
to
out.
work out.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that for that kind of thing is just do the
Just
thing.
to do the thing. Okay.
Yeah, Sam said he does it 6 days a week. Could not imagine.
It's more like 7.
Oh, wow.
Like I've never seen him when he wasn't either about to work out or had already
Finished.
worked out.
Or, like, was working out with you.
Yeah.
Wow. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyone else here work out?
No.
Tyler.
We might have him on, apparently. So, should we have James on that day, too?
That'd be good.
Okay. That makes sense.
Does James work out?
Yeah.
All
Right.
the time.
Whoa.
The
Whoa.
Steve brothers are fit.
I'm
Yeah, you
not
think
as
they
much
get those
as James
muscles
Yeah.
naturally?
by a lot.
I don't know.
Pretty ripped.
I
Do
don't
you
know,
guys
James
drink
looks the exact same,
protein?
though. James doesn't look any different from when I first met him.
You just gotta like
I'm assuming he's just like really fit and
no.
has a
So
lot
he
of stamina.
actually has built like a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
I could tell. Honestly, I squinted one eye, and then I squinted the other, and I was just kind of looking, and then I closed both my eyes, and I was like, wow, he's gained a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
I hate myself.
Don't hate yourself. We love you.
I just retract that statement.
All
Let's
right.
remove that.
We'll pull that one.
Usually my jokes like take off, and then it's like a crash and burn sort of thing.
Okay.
Where
I have a question. Will you guys like let Kristin cut your hair because she's thinking about going to cosmetology school? Straight up, wouldn't Kristin be so good as a hairstylist?
Yeah, she probably would. Yeah.
Wow.
Are we letting her cut her hair before she goes to school? Or like,
I mean, she's pretty good. Like, but
Why didn't
either
you just,
way,
Why don't you have her cut your hair?
she can cut my hair. But also, my hair's incredibly curly.
yeah,
So what?
It's different.
Kristen's hair is curly right now.
it's not naturally curly.
People
I
who-
wish it was,
yeah.
but it's not.
People who don't have curly hair don't have any goddamn idea.
I have an idea. I would cut it wet, obviously,
Yeah.
you know, and just work it with a comb, and I feel like I would be good at cutting hair, but
I think you would be so good. And I think your personality would like shine so brightly as a
This podcast would be very
hairstylist.
different from our typical,
you know
typical
what?
4 dudes talking
That's a good
about
thing.
Jeffrey Epstein instead of talking about
for the 7th time.
cutting hair. Okay, but no, Bill Clinton needs to explain why he's been on the Lolita Express like 24 times. Okay?
We're gonna get more retweets.
If Shane goes to fucking Twitter, he barely tweets anything. I'm about to take it away from him. Take it for myself.
Please do.
Okay, regardless, let Kristin cut your hair. End of story.
I don't even know how much to charge, but that's a different story.
We'll think about
Anyway.
it. Me and Jeremiah will think about this in a group effort.
Well, it's like
Come to a
I'm an art
decision.
student. I can't charge what I would charge if I had a BFA. So I like kind of cut that in half, you know? So maybe find out what a normal hair price would be and cut that in half
It's like
until you get
$20 for dudes usually. If you go to a barber.
Would you do it for $10?
I mean, I'd do it for
Free. Okay.
like some Orbit gum.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just
The
kidding.
crunchy gum.
Mentos.
Mentos.
I don't know. What do you pay for haircuts though? Because you have much
I
longer
don't.
hair.
I
than
have
do.
not got a haircut in like 5 years, my friend.
Have you gotten even like a trim or anything?
No.
Okay.
Last time I got a haircut, I didn't want to go. I was in high school still, and my mom made me do it. So my mom gave me like $40, and I gave it all to the lady because I knew I was being hard to deal with, and
Oh.
also I was like, fuck mom. So I just gave her all the money, and she's like, oh, I don't know if I can accept this. I'm like, yes, you can. So.
Do you have like any pictures of you with short hair?
Yeah. They're like middle school. They're like 7th grade.
So your hair has been long since like
Yeah, for a long time.
for a long time.
Yeah, since I was like 15.
Do you trim it yourself or does it just
It
stop
does.
growing there?
No, you see, everyone says if you cut off your split ends, it'll grow longer. So I just don't cut them off. And now it's been the same for like years. My hair's been the
Wow.
same for years. My hair literally looked like this forever.
No, same. I've same hair length
Because you just
forever.
don't do anything with it.
Imagine if I gave Tyler like an A-line cut, like a little bob.
Wow.
I don't
With
know
his
what that,
beard.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
It'd
I
make
don't
your
think I
face look
like
like
it.
an A.
No, basically it'd be short in the back and then it'd come down like this. You know, like the Karen haircut.
The opposite of a mullet?
Yeah. Party in the front, business in the back.
In the back, it's all business, baby.
But I do feel like your hair would look really good, like chin length.
There is pictures of me where it's like to here, and it looks really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's like
But
I
I
feel
keep
like
not doing it.
Let's cut it. Do you have scissors?
We're not doing that.
scissors. Someone
That ain't happening right now.
scalpel.
No.
All right. Well, we tried.
Could we like put up a poll on Twitter and be
No.
like,
We're getting shot down.
So yeah.
I had something we could talk about and then I forgot.
Oh great.
sorry.
I'm feeling this wine right now. I didn't eat much.
Eat another piece.
What's something we could talk about?
No, it's okay.
Kristen, do you want to talk about what happened to you last week with that guy in the bathroom?
Oh, sure, we'll talk about
Wait,
it.
has Val heard this story?
I just told her, I think.
Oh no,
Okay.
Val, forget everything you heard.
Okay, I'm forgetting.
Okay. So, there's a group in the back of the bakery, just sitting around the big table. And they all seem nice, you know? And they come up to me and they're like, not all of them, just this one lady was like, hey, just letting you know, like, you're out of, what is it? Napkins?
towels.
Paper
Man, you are
paper
fucked-
towels.
You're fucked out of your mind right now. You need to go back to rehab, girl.
No. Hey. Where's Amy Winehouse?
She's dead.
Okay.
She didn't go to rehab.
Wait, no, I am Amy
No.
Winehouse.
All right.
Val, you need to go to rehab.
We're all going to
We're all
rehab.
going to rehab.
After this.
This is actually an intervention. I just didn't tell you guys.
Son of a gun.
Okay, so she comes up to me and she's like, hey, you're out of paper towels in the bathroom. I'm like, cool. So I go back there, expecting for no one to be in there because it's just them mostly, like their group that's
Yeah.
at the bakery. And I walk in because the door is unlocked, and I walk in to see a vision. Just absolutely beautiful. Old man, pants to the ankles, peeing in the urinal.
Yeah.
Full display, you know, turns around, so I'm looking at him from the side.
Oh, nice. Nice
Now-
profile
You get a-
shot.
Yep,
Yeah.
a profile shot.
Yeah.
And he's still
Everything you need to
peeing, by
know.
the way. And
Wait, no, he's not.
no, he is.
He peed on the floor?
No, he like
Oh, he ate. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
At least he's courteous.
it's still gross. Anyway, yeah, I was like, oh, like, sorry, like, this is so awkward. Oops, gotta go.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, babe, it's okay. Come on in. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I kind of barfed in my mouth at that point. Just turned around and didn't say anything and hid in the back until he was gone. But that's in fact, did happen.
So weird.
Isn't it like unkosher to pee with your pants to your ankles? Like, isn't that like
It's a little weird.
kindergarten thing?
It is a little strange, I'll say. Sometimes I'll do it in my own home bathroom.
If I'm going,
And usually I'm like drunk.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Well, that's
pants
true.
off.
If I'm going pants off, I'm gonna sit.
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect that.
But that's the thing. Like, yeah, standing with your pants all the way down is just an awkward middle ground that makes no sense.
You can't move your feet. Like you can't
Yeah.
plant your feet at all.
Yeah.
So you're just it's
No,
a
it
weird little
doesn't make
kid
any
thing.
sense. It's just, I don't know. I don't even know why little kids do it. It's funny though.
They just don't have the control to like
So-
keep them up.
So, all you do is you put it through the
Also,
you unzip your pants and you just put it through the hole.
I
was
so
gonna
I have
say
had
that,
friends
actually.
You don't have to
did
pull
not
it. You
know
don't
how
even
to
have to
do
pull
that.
it down.
They were like, they
Yeah.
did not know you can use like the
That's
hole.
why you have a zip.
Yeah, that's why you have
Yeah.
a zipper. They did
That's
not
why you
know.
have a hole
yeah.
in your underwear in the
Yeah,
front.
they didn't know that's what
Honestly-
that was for. They thought it was like a dick holder. And I was like,
just so you can pull your
until-
dick out
and
for
they were
no
like-
reason.
yeah, they were in like high school, and they were like,
What's the dick hole for?
Were
Yeah,
they like
what's
homeschooled too?
what?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
The amount of like
I don't think it helps though,
That's what I'm
stuff
saying.
that
because I don't think boys
homeschoolers,
talk about this stuff that often.
yeah, homeschoolers don't know about their own genitals is like insane.
No.
Like,
They all don't know.
Or
Their
like
mom didn't wanna tell
especially
them.
yeah, other people.
Their mom
Like,
didn't want to
they
talk
don't,
about
They don't know
it.
about the other end at all. Like
Oh yeah,
I had a friend who was convinced
Other
that
people.
we're not gonna name what those other people
the
are.
reason
Women.
that like
But
a ball sack gets tight during sex is because it's completely filled with blood like a balloon. And I was like, no. And
it's just
and she was like, no, because that's what erections are, right? I was like, that's not
it goes on in balls.
that's not what that is. Like that would be really bad. Like
No.
uh,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
SOS.
yeah.
I feel like if I were a dude, I would be really uncomfortable having like not having the dick hole and having your butt out for everyone to see.
Well,
it's yeah.
at least that bathroom. So the bathroom we have at our work is like a door that closes behind you, and no one's in there with you. Which there's another
Hopefully,
story.
I mean,
about-
hopefully that no one's in there with
yeah,
you.
I mean, you can bring your friend if you want, but because there's 2 toilets.
I'm
but
positive
I
there's
would
been
not
multiple
recommend
people
it.
in there at a time,
Yeah,
like adult people.
yeah, probably. I mean, they're drinking, but
Oh my gosh, speaking of that, actually, I was at Foundry the other day,
Yeah.
and these girls, there's like 4 girls drunk in the bathroom, and I have to
Oh,
pee
again.
so bad.
only one toilet in there.
Yeah, only one
It's made
toilet.
for one person.
Huge bathroom, but only one toilet. Yes, and I was like, I had gotten to the point, I'd gotten to the point where my bladder could literally not, it was about to explode.
Every time I go to Foundry, I have to pee so bad, and it never gets.
There's
to.
always a line.
It's literally why I don't go anymore. It's
Yeah.
just because of the bathroom situation.
And I've never been there on the weekend when it was like literally every
Yeah.
time someone would walk out, someone else would walk in. So I stood there in the line finally and decided, I'm going to go to the girls' bathroom. No, there's 4 girls in
I mean,
there. I
you
can
can-
hear them
You
laughing.
can use either one.
They've been
they're
in
both
there-
unisex. Everyone tells me not to go in the girls' room, and it's like
But it's, I've seen guys walk out of that one
they're
too.
literally the same.
Goddamn toilet.
I've used both of them,
Yeah.
and they're the same exact room. So,
Yeah. But anyway, these girls are taking literally forever and I'm dying. And so I was with Kelsey and she like knocked on the wall a little bit and someone peeks their head out and she's like, she was like, what did she say? She was like, basically along the lines of like, what's wrong with you? Like, don't you know? Like, we're in here. And I was like,
we're all sitting on this toilet, trying to cram our pussies into the bowl.
obviously, if someone was using the bathroom, they wouldn't just open the door right away.
That's true.
So I'm like, get out.
That's true.
So
Did you
finally,
fling the whole thing open?
no, I knocked again after they shut it the second time.
And then that's when you barge in.
And I was like, hello?
Yeah.
And they all just like acted like they had a big problem with me. And I'm like,
They did, but they were wrong.
Thank you. It's like you were there. They did, but they were wrong.
I hate Foundry. And it's literally only because of the bathroom situation.
Yeah, I probably won't ever go there on a weekend again, honestly.
Yeah, it's like a high school reunion for me. I don't like it.
I like the atmosphere, but not the...
My high school reunion is next year.
Oh, gosh.
How many years?
It's for 10.
Oh.
I don't want to go because I don't think I'll have fun. I don't think I want to see anyone, honestly.
Not a single soul.
No. Well, a lot of them still hang around here, and I'm already sick of them. So.
Do you like your class president? Because that's the person who'd be throwing the party.
I don't fucking remember who it is. The girl who invited me to the group, I don't know her name, and I knew like everyone. So I'm really shocked as to why I don't know her.
Did you know, like, was it a small school and you like knew everyone?
I don't know. It was, but I knew everyone. I don't think it was a small school.
No, that's...
Like, how many people did you graduate
I
with?
don't remember.
It's like...
Give me a roundabout.
It's a decent size.
There was a lot of fucking kids on graduation day, and I know for a fact a lot of them didn't even go to it. But I knew like mostly everyone in my class. I didn't know her, so I don't know.
I gotcha. I graduated from a class of like 47, so we all know each other's names.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew more than our names. Like, we knew, like, our grandmas and, like, their stories and, yeah.
You knew all their families.
That's what it's like to be homeschooled. Is like all your friends, you, like, know their grandmas and everything. Like, yeah.
You've had their cookies.
Yeah. I've had, my friends' grandmas have touched my butt. Like, like,
wow.
Spanked me during wiffle-ball. Like,
yeah. We've all been
bad
there.
Boy?
No, it was a congratulatory, like, good job.
Oh.
She's just a pervert, but like.
Yeah,
She's
no.
just a pervert.
This old lady did that to me before too. It's just because it's so. I think it's just so normal back then. Everyone just smacking each other's butts back then.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry, I'm dying.
So anyway, we're talking about harassment, so we can circle back into your harassment.
Which one?
The one that you were talking about. I guess the story's over.
Well, I have another one, actually.
Yeah, well, so...
I've been harassed a lot in my life.
Well, that's the thing. So we're doing the training, me and Kelsey are doing the training, and the state's going to start requiring every single workplace to do sexual harassment training. And
wow.
this lady there was like, I mean, really, it's not really my coworkers, it's the customers who keep harassing me all the time.
Wait, so you had to do sexual harassment training?
No, but we're all going to have to this year, I think.
Okay.
I think it's in the summertime.
Well, things are looking worse for us all.
Well, so what's your stories? Give me some good juicy ones.
Okay, so I used to work at Moe's Southwest Grill. You know, you walk in and they're like, "Welcome to Moe's." We had to do that.
Yeah.
And no, literally every customer we had to do that.
They say, "Welcome to Moe's." It's like a Walmart greeter, but
and if you didn't say it enthusiastically enough, like you get a talk.
Yeah.
It was rough. But anyway, like, you know, sometimes I feel sad. Why don't I? You know.
I couldn't do it. I already can't smile enough at people. So.
You're.
I'll go to customers and I'll smile at them and they stop smiling. And then I stop smiling.
I've made babies cry before up there.
Wow.
I smile at babies and then they like cry.
I do that a lot too, where I wave at them and then they stop smiling. I'm like, never mind then. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, baby. Like.
Okay, so oh god, back to Moe's. My manager was he was a pervert. But no one knew that until they were like there for a few months. Yeah. Anyway, we had these Moe Mondays where it was like super busy.
Mo money, mo problems. You know what I'm saying?
And he hired mostly women and mostly like college aged women.
I mean, a lot of places do that though.
Yeah. We had to.
So it's not like that out of the ordinary, I guess.
It's not uncommon.
It's pervy.
Yeah, but
are they all pervy? Maybe.
I
Maybe.
think so.
I mean, it was a
It's a
college
possibility.
town.
Cough, cough. Market basket.
Oof.
Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, we had to wear these like tight black pants, which you know that's a red flag. But he told us that he would like line us up on Monday so that he could stare at our butts. And this one day he like knocks some stuff up from a top shelf and knocks it onto the floor. Looks direct me in the eyes.
Did he verbatimly say
Yeah, he did.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And he would knock stuff from the top shelf onto the floor on purpose.
Yeah.
Look at me and say things like
it's prison? He would tell you to bend over and
yeah,
pick it
no,
up?
he was like, "Can you pick those up for
Oh
me?"
my gosh.
But then he'd just stand there, you know? So I quit that job, and he's in jail now.
Oh, is
Yeah, he's
he?
in jail.
Wow. Well, yeah. I mean,
Not because of me, but
No, but
because
he-
of other shady stuff.
Yeah, but he's an actual predator. He's for reals one.
Yeah.
That was pretty scary, though. I hated working there.
Yeah. I used to have, I'm not going to say where, but the boss I used to have, every girl would accuse him of taking pictures of them on his phone, but like they never knew each
Ew.
other. The girls didn't, and that's a specific thing to accuse someone of.
Yeah.
So after a while, I was like, okay, I know for a fact that like none of you guys know each other, but it's like every year there's a girl who complains about it.
That's really unsettling.
Yeah, so I'm like, there's some,
He's a serial killer.
something, well, no, but there's, but is he a serial
Predator.
creep shot? Then yeah, he is. So I mean, at least I believe so.
Gross.
But
There's some weird people out there.
Yeah, I worked at this restaurant one time, and the whole kitchen staff, they were all like Mexicans, and so they didn't speak much English. And I was like a
you heard them
hostess.
when you walked by. They said "caliente, caliente,"
No, I would
which
have
means hot.
the manager would make me bring dishes from the dishwasher, clean dishes, and put them in the kitchen to where they needed them, and I would have to like reach up to high shelves, and as I was like reaching and putting stuff, some of them would come, like the chefs would come and like grab my waist or grab my hips, and then they'd start saying like all this stuff in like Spanish, and it was like super
that's
rowdy,
worse.
and you could tell it was like they were sexual words.
Yeah, they were
like,
fucking with you.
and it was
yeah.
like
Yeah,
the whole
because-
fucking kitchen and me like an 18-year-old girl.
That you can't understand what they're saying.
It was horrible.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah.
That's how it be.
happened?
Sexual
I've never worked anywhere
harassment
without sexual harassment.
is seriously
of some sort.
out there.
When
I mean,
I used that where I when I
It's
worked
bad.
with all these girls at a pizza place, they were all grabbing each other's butts all the time. So then, because I was like the only guy, they're like, let's just grab his butt too all the time.
oh
And I was
no.
like-
What?
I mean, it was fine usually because I was friends with some of them, but then the ones I wasn't friends with, I was like,
Started doing it.
can we stop this?
Treated you like a
please?"
little piece of meat.
Yeah.
They would always do this thing where
Got a big old chunk of Tyler.
they do this thing where, you know, like back in the day, there's like the people put tennis balls in the garage, and that way when you park your car,
Yeah.
it hits the ball. So you know where to stop.
Back in the day.
The girls were doing that with their tits to me. They were being like,
What?
I'm gonna get this close to Tyler, and they're always having tits on my back or shoulders or something.
No.
It was really awkward.
That's a double standard, I think. Is that what that is?
Well,
kind of.
it would be, but except for I'm complaining about it.
Yeah.
I consider it to be I was harassed
Yeah, that's
because I didn't like a lot of them.
Yeah,
So
that's not cool.
It was fucking weird.
Imagine if like you did that with your dick to them. Like they would be really upset.
Like, I'm gonna get
girls there. Guys
Hold on, I'm
just
gonna
walked
get
up to
this
them.
close
just
to you.
standing there with your ankles around or your
That's what-
pants around your ankles. You're like, I'm gonna
Oh
get
my
this
gosh.
close to you. Like,
Stop.
Come on
Isn't
in,
that what
babe.
happens at the club? When you guys are dancing,
Bottle full of
guys
blood.
like go up to the chicks and they.
Yeah, actually.
That's what they do.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
That's what all of my friends have told me.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Yeah, like why do you think it's okay to grab my hips right now?
'Cause
Also, okay,
you're
so
dancing.
I was just out
So
with.
it's time. You're gonna. You need to know what's going on down there. I don't endorse that, by the way. I've never done it.
Good, because they're the
Awesome.
worst kind of people that do
I
that.
don't like dancing.
I'm
but
starting
also
to call
I wouldn't
them
do that
out.
If I did.
I just turn around and say, you don't need to do that.
I don't. Well,
you don't need to do that, sir.
I'm gonna start doing that. I usually just pretend to be lesbian with whoever I'm going out with, and then they back off immediately. Although there was this one guy, he was really old. I'm gonna say like 50s. Like, why are you at this club? I don't know. And he was like following all of my friends around, and we would be dancing, and he would like try to dance. He would dance like that. He would try to dance like that with one of us, and then. Obviously, they didn't like it, so he'd move on to the next one of us. There were 4 of us out that night, so he tried it with literally all of us, and we were both.
I have another story then, but yeah.
We were both like, "This is my wife. Like, please go away." And he was like, "Oh, that's hot." Like, he would just like ask more questions.
Just keep this one. Yeah, that's how I figured when you said that. I figured guys would not.
Yeah,
be worried about that
Usually
at all.
they do. Like, like I'm married. This is my wife.
Well,
and that's the thing.
I guess they're still rational enough to be like, "Well, I'm not getting laid."
Yeah.
So they stop.
Well,
the answer's no.
In the past, I would pretend like I was like gay with my friends to kind of guide their attention away. But I feel like turning around and saying you don't need to do that. It almost prevents them from doing it to other girls because they're like kind of embarrassed. Like they're kind of like uneasy about it.
Guys aren't always used to being told like no all the time. They're used to just girls like
no.
They're just used to girls cowering over.
Yeah. And
like
so
you can peer pressure women to doing stuff. It happens all the time.
Well, if you're out and you're drunk and you're dancing and you don't know who's grabbing you from behind, like you can't see them because they're right behind you. Like that's an unsettling feeling.
Yeah.
You don't know who's grabbing on you.
I don't like people grabbing me when I'm like sober.
No, I don't
in
like
daytime.
Yeah, no, I don't like being touched.
Yeah.
Whenever, because I have long hair, girls will touch my hair at bars, and then I just go, ooh.
Yeah.
or I go. I think it's when my friends are like, hey, and I go, ooh, and I turn around really fast.
What?
Some
Keep
chick.
your hands, feet, and all objects to yourself.
So I was at an anime
Thank you,
convention.
Teacher Mel.
I was at an anime convention when I was like 19 or 20 or something. And it was one of the first times when I like first met Zach. I was with my friend John.
Wait, Zach.
The dude comes in all the time.
Nice hair.
Jon
tab.
Snow.
Yeah,
I call him Jon
sure.
Snow.
Back then his hair was a lot shorter, but it was us. He was with his wife now, but his girlfriend at the time. And then me and my friend John. And this chick came up to me with this kid I knew from high school. And I thought they were together because they were like hugging each other. But then she just went up to me and put her arms around me. And she was asking if I remembered who she was. And I don't know her.
Oh, no.
But she said I used to bully her in high school.
And she put her arms around you?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
No, well, she was like, you hated me then, but you don't hate me now, I bet.
Oh.
And I, like, don't know her. I, like, literally don't know her. and
this is crazy.
Yeah, and she was like, well, I thought she was going to actually kill me.
What?
Because she said stuff like, yeah, you said fucked up stuff to, like, a 15-year-old girl. I hope you're proud of yourself. And she's like, you know, I used to self-harm, and you're part of that. And I was just like, I don't know who you are.
Wow. Did you figure out who she was? Ever?
A lot of my friends said that she dated my friend back then, the same kid that came in with her. Uh-huh. And I would say, like, to break up with her because she was not a good person. Wow. And I was like, I don't even remember that part. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure he did that thing where he was like, my friends don't like you, blah, blah, blah. And then it made her really sad, which is like, that's his fault, not mine.
Well, also, that's like an unstable person.
Which one?
You know?
Both of them?
The girl. To like not take that as a...
Well, she was really horny, but I didn't know that.
Oh.
I thought she was going to kill me. So,
oh my god.
Because the way she was talking...
Tomato.
The way she was talking was really, like, scary. But she was saying the stuff
That's a dominant lady when you think she's going to kill you.
She kept saying, like...
horny.
She kept saying I was, like... She kept saying I ruined her childhood while, like, rubbing her tits on me. And I was like, I didn't really mixed signals.
Oh my god.
Really mixed signals.
That's horrifying.
And she was like grabbing my butt and stuff. And I was like, I don't know. I was like terrified. I was like so scared.
Like rubbing her tits on you and like, you're the reason I self-harm.
Yeah, no, it's fucking weird.
That's so weird.
And eventually, I'm not going to tell you everything, but eventually I was just like, I'm sorry that I may have said those things to you. I hope it doesn't hurt your feelings. And I was like, I need to find my friends, and I left. And
probably smart.
So then me, Zach, and John got drinks at the hotel like next door, watching people doing karaoke, and then I left because I had work in the morning. And when I left, apparently she went up to Zach and started talking to him, and wouldn't leave him the fuck alone for like a solid 30 minutes, and just kept talking to him and talking to him. And then he left.
Wait, was Zach the person that she dated, or?
No.
Oh, never mind.
No, she dated this other guy. That guy just got fucked, okay? She just
Oh.
abandoned him. She came with him and then just tried... But see, I didn't know the story till like the next day when they told me. Because then after Zach left, John was drinking and dancing with our other friends there. And then she grabbed his butt too and started asking to go home with him. But he sat and watched her do this to me earlier. So he was like offended. He was like, oh, I wasn't good enough for you then, but now I'm good enough for you.
Wow.
Did she have crazy eyes? She sounds like she has crazy eyes.
She had a crazy face, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But basically, then the next day I was like, I felt a lot better knowing she was just like an awful person and not trying to hurt me. Because that's literally what I thought. But then I was like, oh no, she was just really horny and she just didn't want to fuck the guy she came with. So,
Wow.
it's not a good person.
What a great person, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like when you check the backseat of your car when you're driving home. And you check it like 3 times while you're driving because you're like, what if they were like under a blanket?
I was
or
shook.
something? Yeah.
I was shook. So, yeah.
I do that. I have irrational thoughts like that literally all the time.
Oh, yeah.
About someone hurting you?
Yeah. About, like, anytime I'm alone outside, like, if I were to leave this podcast, like, the last time I left and I was by myself
Yeah.
at night, I literally ran to my car. Because I'm like, someone could throw a car oh my god, what is it? Crowbar at me and, like,
Whenever I'm
just
in the...
take me.
And then you think
Well,
because
that's
you
true.
had that thought that it's more likely to happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Whenever I'm like in the
like,
bathroom...
I'm predicting the future.
Yeah.
If I'm taking a
get
shower or taking a dump and I hear someone walking around outside, I always think someone broke in, like every single time.
Not the same, but
And then,
I
like
understand.
I like peek around with my pants down, like around over here to see if anyone's in here. So,
You gotta assert dominance, just like fully disrobe.
hello, I haven't wiped yet.
Yeah. You gotta use it
You
like
don't
a
wanna mess
weapon,
with
like,
me.
what's the guy's
Hey,
name?
you can have my good Pop-Tarts. Wait, what guy?
What's the guy who smeared poop on the walls?
Griffin.
Oh, Griffin
Yeah,
Bab?
Griffin.
Bab.
You just you're like,
Griffin.
I'm friends with Griffin.
I know Griffin. He taught me the technique. I just start
You
rubbing
don't want to
that
come
shit on the wall.
near me.
Friends with
He's standing
Griffin.
there, and I just like go like on the wall, just like start rubbing my fingers down slowly.
Sorry, it's kind of messy in here right now.
You sure you want to come in here, bud?
That's great.
Yeah. That's about as far as irrational things.
I could name a lot more irrational things, honestly.
Everyone has those. Everyone has intrusive thoughts too.
But, like,
Well,
mine
that's
started
like-
at a really young age, I feel like. Like, because we always, as women, get that talk as girls, like, someone could come steal you, honey. Like, don't get in,
Yeah.
don't trust any vans or strangers, So I would be like, I had to walk home from school most of the time. And I would just, like, constantly, like, my eyes were just like, where are the men? Like, where's
They're
the
coming
vans?
for me.
Yeah. Sometimes I would run home because I was so scared. And it's, like, sad that still as an adult I feel that way when I'm by myself, no matter, like, what time of day.
Yeah, they said our generation has like way more anxiety, and we also are the generation that grew up with stranger danger. They didn't really have that a few decades ago.
Yeah. But
Wow.
I've heard a
That
lot
was, like,
of,
a
like,
big thing in the early
scary...
90s.
We're also the generation that, like, as kids saw, like, really fucked up stuff on the news.
Yeah,
Like, I
and on the
remember
internet.
being
True.
6 and watching them, like, waddle, who is it? Saddam Hussein out after they hung him.
Yeah,
Like, and they just, like, he had rigor mortis and they just, like, waddled him out on TV, and I was, like, 6 or 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like,
Wow.
Yeah.
We got to see all the good stuff.
yeah, I did. I got to stay up late and watch TV.
I would say, like, 1 or 2 years ago, my friend was at the Galleria Mall, and they have, like, police escorts outside for women when it's dark, or maybe men too, I don't really know. But,
Whoever wants it.
yeah, whoever wants it, they can get it. And
Like, ma'am, are you okay? I don't know. I'm a little scared. Well, if you want it, you can
get it. And so she was like, yeah, like I'll take the escort outside. Like, that's cool. I don't feel safe at night, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like the smallest, cutest little friend I have. And like this guy had dressed up as a policeman. And like, yeah. And yeah, like literally she almost got into the sex trafficking ring because of that guy.
Yeah.
Luckily, there was an actual police officer outside. She noticed the change in the uniform because it wasn't like spot on and ran to her car.
Yeah.
And locked the doors.
She didn't trust the other cop either?
Jesus.
I know, that's crazy, right? He didn't know what was going on, I guess. I don't know. This is just a story that she told me 2 years ago, so I honestly can't remember. But like things like that, like it's literally St. Louis. I go there all the time.
Yeah, I know. It's like everywhere.
St. Louis is like one of the biggest cities for that, though.
For sex trafficking,
Yeah.
And it's like the fear doesn't go away the older I get.
No.
You know? She's older than me, and like, it's just really scary. I always think, like, if someone does take me, I'm going to be like, I'm married, please. No.
Like,
not that they'll care.
How cool is your husband? Is he a spy? Does he own firearms? Is he a black belt?
None of
and
that.
It's like, maybe. Like, shit, we can't take her.
He has like really cool computer software and stuff.
Oh, maybe he'll track him down. And
honestly, that thought has crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, Kristin.
Jonah's like the guy from Taken.
Yeah.
I will find you and I will kill you.
That's so romantic.
You think so?
Yeah.
Or was it just like
getting kidnapped and someone kill people for you?
Your man coming after you to save you. Yeah.
What if he just dies though?
Big time romance.
What if he just dies?
I'm gonna die probably too.
Then he
died.
died.
Die,
with honor.
You won't.
And dignity.
And dignity.
And love.
Alright, fine.
Honestly, if I were taken, I would want him to come after me.
Yeah, of course.
No, he should, but you should also like get the police involved.
No. I should just lie and be like, yeah, he has a lot of bombs and like guns and like.
Yeah, I dated a real incel. He can he'll fuck you up, bro. He knows how to make pipe bombs and shit.
Yeah, and you just gotta punch him right in the gut.
He has a samurai sword.
Yeah, he collects katanas. You wouldn't want to fuck with him. There actually was a guy who got burgled by someone, and he
burgled.
Yeah, he got burgled.
That's a.
And so
verb?
he had a
burgled.
But he had like collector's swords, like like samurai sword stuff.
I'm stuck on burgled. Is that real?
I'm gonna straight up burgle you.
He got fucking burgled.
Get burgled.
But he stopped the burgling from happening.
Hashtag get burgled.
No.
2020.
No. He stopped it from happening because he had a bunch of like Japanese collectives like samurai swords because he's like a huge nerd.
Wow.
And he took a sword and fucking cut a guy. He just like sliced the dude. He's like, get out of my house, and he sliced him up.
If I've learned anything, it's always carry a samurai.
Yeah, samurai sword.
Sword. I mean, they go hand in hand, right? Samurai sword.
One's a person. One's
oh, really?
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't know burgled was a thing.
Yeah, that's what burglars do. They burgle.
They burglarize.
Okay.
Yeah, you got burglarized.
Yeah, I've heard burglarized.
No, how have you heard burglarized and not burgled?
Burgled sounds made up. Sounds like a code word for something when I was 6.
Yeah, it's called getting robbed. That's what's a fucking code word for. And look, so he protected himself with his Second Amendment right, a katana.
Anyway, you said incel earlier. I'd like to know if any one of us personally knows an incel.
I'm pretty sure we work with one, but I'm not going to talk about that. But anyway, go on.
Oh, you're probably right, honestly.
I mean...
Incel. Involuntary celibate.
Yeah, yeah. So incel's not even the best word to describe them because I wouldn't call them involuntarily celibate.
I would say voluntarily.
Very voluntary. They're definitely... Because they hate women.
It's just an excuse to hate women.
They hate women. So it's not that they can't get laid. I mean, they can't. because of their attitudes. But
they
don't want to. They don't want to. They don't want nothing to do with women.
Yeah.
So. But basically, in high school, when I was like, younger, I feel like a lot of the guys were incels, but we just didn't have the word yet.
Yeah.
We just called them sexist or something. But now I wouldn't say. I don't think I know any of like in our age group. I wouldn't say I know any.
Wait,
In
what
that
do you
era,
mean?
calling people like weebs was
You
kind
still call people.
You want to
weebs.
know what
Yeah,
it
there's
is,
but it's
though.
like
But
a
weebs-
different thing. Like
but
I
weebs
don't
and incels-
understand because you said that it's because they hate women. Being an incel makes you hate women.
No. So basically, it means like you hate women because you want to be with them, but they don't like you because you're you.
And they've got a whole bunch of other issues wrong with them.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
they're not
they-
seeing the good in
They
you.
want a girlfriend, and they're so angry about it. We talk about this on the podcast all the
I feel
time.
like a lot of younger guys are like that.
Yeah, no.
if
that's
I
what
met
I'm
an
saying.
adult, like a real, like live
they
adult
exist,
male, I'm sure they do.
but
I just can't think of
well,
any
also
that I know.
you don't always know because they say their opinions online, and they don't always vote. Say them out loud in
Oh.
public.
Gotcha.
But it's like a lot of school shooters turn out to be incels. They're always like mad about being rejected all the time, and then they kill people.
That's
Yikes.
so messed up.
So we talk about on the podcast. That's why me and Shane always joke about. We call each other incel all the time.
You're an incel.
It's great. Well, now you know what the new word is. Simp. Shane's the one who showed me simp. But I saw people saying
I've
it.
seen that online.
What's
I don't
a
know
simp?
what it is.
People have been saying it online, but he actually looked at the definition to show me at work. And a simp is a man who overvalues a woman who doesn't think of him equally. So it's basically like a guy who's in love with you, but like you're just like their friend, and they just like give you everything, and you just like, okay, cool.
Why are there words for things like this? Oh my gosh.
Well, the thing is, I was like, oh, we have a word for that now. But now online, everyone calls everyone a simp. It's like if you're friends with a girl, it's like you're a simp because you're not dating her. It's like really, it's getting out of hand.
Yeah, that's like devaluing friendships.
Women were using simp because they're like, stop being a simp to me. It's fucking annoying. And then men started just like ruining the word. Like this, the incels came and just like complete. Now if you say simp, you're an incel.
Oh my god.
If you say simp at all, you're just a fucking incel now. So it's pretty funny. The word got ruined in like a week.
The internet is wild.
Yeah.
True. And that's where we end it.
Yeah, that's how you got here. We're going full circle. You used the internet,
Big time.
found us. You're probably an incel or a simp.
Or both.
Or
because
both.
If you're a simp, you're an incel.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
we still respect you as listeners.
But knock it off.
Yeah. Grow up.
Yeah, be mature. Don't be like Shane. Don't get grounded and get detention because you shove people in trash cans.
Especially not women.
No woman's gonna be attracted to you when you shove her in a trash can, okay?
But it's their fault.
Yeah, straight up just don't do it.
Oh.
We're victim blaming.
Wait, was it a girl that Shane shoved in the
No, no. Shane's
I
not
should
an
not have
incel
drank.
or a simp.
Okay, yeah, it was like, I don't care how much she was mouthing off. That's not...
No.
Oh no.
I don't condone. Wait, what's the word? I condemn violence against women. Unless it's like self-defense in a very clear matter,
Yeah.
which would take a lot, honestly. You can't just get bitch slapped once and then punch a girl in the face. You gotta take a few hits before you
Oh,
hit
that
back.
really warrants it.
You gotta get hit a few times first before
It's
you...
gotta be like you're worried.
Yeah, you have to actually be scared.
Have you actually been scared of a woman before?
No. Well,
No.
like...
Wait, you said earlier you were scared of that one gal who's
No,
talking about
well,
killing you.
yeah. But
But, like,
not...
Rubbing
Not
her
enough for
tits on
physical
him.
violence.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like she was attacking me. She was just attacking my space.
spirit.
Yeah. I'm afraid of some women, like, emotionally and like mentally, but I wouldn't say I've been afraid of them physically. So, but no, I don't. Anytime a girl's hit me, it was always like one time, just to be like, I don't like you.
You're an
sir."
asshole, like,
Yeah.
type thing, yeah.
You know how girls hit people. They do it all the time. If you just say the wrong thing, a girl will just like punch you.
Yeah, like,
I never do that to you. Because I know you have personal space
Thank you.
that does not need to be broken.
Thank you.
Honestly, I can tell when people have that, like...
Everyone can tell. They just invade it because they don't give a shit.
I don't think me and Tyler have ever touched.
Really?
And I'm fine with that on my end, and I know he's fine with it on his end. But like,
Gosh.
Can you please touch for the first
Yeah,
time
no.
tonight?
hug.
like no,
Hug.
no.
Hug. Touch finger.
Hug.
Finger
We
to
don't-
finger.
Like, we worked
Finger
together
to
for like
finger.
Like
We don't-
this.
Like this.
Stop.
Come on.
we worked together for like
come
3
on.
years, and that's like I'm totally fine with that. Like,
You have a deeper connection. You don't need to touch.
yeah,
Yeah, not everyone needs to touch all the time.
But sometimes, like, you feel like, I don't know, some sort of superpower when you touch, like, fingertip to fingertip. Isn't there some sort of energy? Like, you feel like,
Well, you
feel
do
it. You
feel
feel it.
when you touch other humans, you do get like you feel.
mhm.
You
You
get.
feel.
That's why people hug and cuddle. They like the feeling.
your mood and like, it's
There is
scientific.
scientific evidence to say hugs can increase like your endorphins in your brain.
But it has to be longer than 20 seconds. So if you're pulling those 2-second hugs,
You can't just
it's bullshit.
you can't just be like bam and then.
That looks
right
very
after.
transaction-y.
You have to you kind of have to plan those out. You
I
can't just-
can usually tell when people like are like turned off by touching.
Yeah.
You know, like don't handshake, don't hug, like just get away from me. But I judged it really wrong like a month or two ago. One of the regulars where we work, he's like becoming like a grandpa to me. You know, he's just kind of like. Jeff.
All right, stop saying names. Tell the story.
Anyway, yeah, he was just like, I don't know. We were messing around one day, and I was just,
just
okay,
messing around.
that shut. I hate you. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, not what I meant. We were making
Fooling around.
jokes. All right, and that's my time on the podcast. Thank you so much. I gotta go.
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Did you hug him or something?
I went in for a hug, and he was like, no. And I was like, what's going on? Like, I've never experienced this in my life before. Is this rejection?
Yeah, that's what rejection
And,
feels like.
and then he was like, yes, it is rejection. And we've never talked since then.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, see, you can heal.
No,
from
but
that.
then I went in for a handshake, and he was like, no, I don't do that either. And I was like,
Oh,
all right, I'm going to nod at you now, and then I'm going to walk away.
it can be. Yeah, no, it's.
But, like, I don't understand that. Even if you're, like, a germaphobe or something. I don't know.
No, well, it's just weird because I don't always like it. I'll do it if I like that person and they want to, but if I don't know them that well.
Well, I thought he wanted to. I thought he wanted to mess around, you know?
You're picking up what he was putting down, but but you read the situation.
Just
wrong.
making
Yeah.
jokes, me and my
Yeah.
grandpa.
Hey, you know it'd be really funny if that's a joke. So Dakota, who haven't had on here yet,
Have to have on here.
haven't had him on. He was talking about people kissing. He was saying I don't know why any guys would kiss each other. He's like, unless it was like they're being like doing a joke.
Unless it was Tyler and Jeremiah.
No, but
because
that's
they're
what-
really close.
That's when I was like, well, he was like,
Kiss.
Kiss.
stop,
Hug.
stop,
Kiss.
stop it. Let me tell my story. You're ruining the whole
I'm
thing.
sorry.
You ruined the whole joke.
We ruined everything.
Because what happened was he was like, like guys wouldn't kiss each other unless they're being funny. And I was like, it'd be really funny right now. And we all started laughing, and his face got like really red. Because we were like, Dakota, no, guys don't kiss to be funny. They never kiss at all. So I was like, who are you kissing, bro?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Still need to have
I
him on.
love it.
yeah.
Would he even come on? I mean, let's be real. He's on busy at Amazon.
Oh, pish posh. He's got to come on.
He'll come on.
Yeah, he'll come on at some point.
All right.
I just we just hung out with him like last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Please don't do that.
Sorry.
All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap this one up. now because it's been over an hour.
It's been quite a pleasure.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know why you sounded like an ESPN newscast.
That's what I was going for. But I didn't know how to truly close it out.
Yeah. You want to say any parting words?
I have a song I've prepared.
Okay.
I wrote it in 4th grade.
No. No, we're not doing this. Come on.
It was,
What is it?
come on, it was my band. We were homies. We were called the Sun-Dried Tomatoes.
I knew you were gonna.
Okay.
I knew this was the fucking Sunday.
And if you and if you know it, please sing along.
That's a really original band name. It's literally just a food.
Yeah, Cranberry's called. They want their dried fruit names back, please.
We are the Sun-Dried Tomatoes. We are the Sun-Dried Tomatoes. We are the Sun-Dried Tomatoes. I am so sorry. So very sorry. Okay, that's all. That's all I got.
That's it. That's all I got.
Well, cool. We've got the music covered.
Yeah.
We are the Sun-Dried
I loved that. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Val, for sharing such an intimate part of your life.
I'm glad you guys were here for it because it was a big moment, you know?
Yeah, big moment in your life.
Big time.
Alright, we'll wrap this up for reals now.
All right. Well,
Everyone-
that's been all, guys. Thank you so much.
Everyone say goodbye. Everyone say good night. And sweet
Goodbye.
dreams.
Good night. Buenos noches, hermosa.
Goodbye. Sun-dried tomatoes. We are the sun-dried tomatoes. I am so sorry. So very sorry.